Buddy, welcome back to Speed Shop. On this episode, we're going to talk about something a little bit different. I got some stuff that needs to be cleaned up around the homestead here. So I'm going to break out my chainsaw and try to get it fixed, and I'll show you what the problem is with it. So stand by and enjoy. All right, so as you can see, I just got this little Ryobi chainsaw here. So I'm going to bring it over to the table and take a look at it. So this is it. It's a Ryobi RY3714. I've had it for probably 4 or 5 years now. And basically the problem it's having is it fires up fine. And I've changed a few things on. I'll get into that a little bit later. But it fires up, but when you try to give it gas, it just dies out and like it's leaning out and not getting enough fuel or enough air or something. So we'll probably tear into it, check a few things on it, and see what we can find out. So let's get into it. Let's just go ahead and I'm gonna fire it up and so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. So let's get it primed, hopefully. We actually out of gas? No, that's not the problem. But let's go ahead and start with that, put some gas in it. If this is the problem, then we gotta talk about why I think it's something else. But so let's go ahead and see. Chainsaw, oil, gas mix. It was pretty empty. So one of the things I've recently changed on this is over time the lines that go into the fuel tank there, they get brittle and fall apart. And that was the problem with it originally. And thought it worked, but it still started doing that same thing. So let's get some fuel up into it here. Choke it. See, it just does that, likes to die. So let's find out. See how when I give it gas, it just dies out? And I thought it was because it wasn't getting fuel before, but originally it did that. But now I've replaced those lines and it's still doing it. So I don't know if it's something in the carburetor or what. So we're gonna dig into it, see if we can figure out what the problem might be. All right, let's go ahead and open this thing up, see what we can find. All right, so as you can see, I got this thing torn down to where the carburetor is separated. And I don't know if it's a carburetor or not. Basically going to do this so I can see the lines, see if there's anything going on with those that might be the problem. Okay, so now that we got that off of there, I'm going to go ahead and drain the fuel just to make sure that, all my lines are still good in there. This time, remember to actually put it back in eventually. Just gonna look down inside there and see if those lines are still hooked up and where they're supposed to be. Yeah, it's sitting right on the bottom. I don't know if you can see that or not. You kind of see down in there, that's the filter, and it's all hooked up. And then the other line, yeah, that's what the problem is. That line right there is like too close to the, nope. So everything inside there looks fine. I don't know why it wouldn't be picking up fuel. Now this line here, as far as the push button goes, choke's working fine. Throttle seems to be working fine. Yeah, I just don't know. I don't know if I can do this without this thing on here. Probably not. You get a funnel real quick. See what it does now. So choke, fuel. That's the problem. See how it fires up and it works, but then as soon as you try to give it gas, it's done. So, I don't know what that's about. It's almost like it's not drawing fuel in. We'll take a look at this, show you around. So this fuel line right here is going into the carburetor on this side. And then we got the carburetor, the prime shot goes in on this side. And I don't know if this is kind of like a little bowl on top of there, and there's a check valve and everything in there. So, I don't know. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. It should work if it's supposed to. Just seems like it's not getting fuel. So that's where I'm at right now. See if digging further into it and see if I can find this carburetor out. And everything seems to be functioning and working. I mean, the little, I don't know if it's the bowl or what that is in there, but it kind of like a float type of thing, and it seems to be working. Fuel line coming into here works. So the only thing I'm not sure about is this piece, the diaphragm. I don't know if maybe it's just gone bad or if that's a possibility for that or what. So, what do you all think? You think somebody out there is, knows these small carburetors a little bit better? Trying to figure out, would you stop chewing on that? Maybe the diaphragm could be the problem. It seems like it's a little tweaked, but so I'm gonna do some research and see if I can figure this out as well. All right, so I'm going back and forth on this thing, and I don't know if it's just the gaskets or whatnot that need replaced. This needle and seat down here or down here might be the issue. I don't know. Could be the diaphragms or the seals. So Instead of looking around for a freaking set of gaskets, there's a whole kit on Amazon for 18 bucks, which includes the carburetor, all new fuel lines and everything. And I did check, I tried swapping these lines because I looked it up online to see which ones go where, and the one, they're showing the one that goes to the bottom, which goes to the needle and seat. So this one is supposed to be the one with the filter. So, but it just doesn't seem right to me, I don't know. So maybe one of you all out there can enlighten me on how this is supposed to be hooked up and how it's supposed to work and what might be the problem. But I'm at a loss, so I'm just gonna buy a new carburetor for it. See if that fixes it. So I'm gonna end that video here. So thanks for watching. All right, so I'm gonna end that video here. You know, again, if you have an idea on how this thing or what this problem is with this carburetor or the system, let me know in the comments down there. Like the video if you liked it, and subscribe. You know, there's a lot of content on my channel now, and looking forward to seeing everybody there. So until next time, I'll see y'all later.